The Voidborn Part 1. In the sleepy coastal town of Kokvik, nestled between the mist-shrouded cliffs and the eerie glowing sea, Professor Thaddeus Whiston had spent years studying the ancient forbidden tomes hidden within the town's dusty forgotten library. Whiston's obsession was the Voidborn, an otherworldly entity whispered to have defied the laws of sanity and reality. According to the ancient texts, the Voidborn was an abomination from beyond the stars, born from the void itself, and nourished by the madness of mortals. As Whiston delved deeper into his research, he began to experience strange, unsettling visions. He saw twisted cyclopean cities floating in the void, their twisted spires and impossible geometry seared into his mind like a branding iron. The visions grew more intense, more vivid, until Whiston could feel the presence of the Voidborn looming over him. He became convinced that the entity was trying to communicate with him, to impart some forbidden cosmic truth. One fateful night, Whiston's obsession culminated in a ritual of summoning. He gathered his notes, his artifacts, and his sanity-shattered colleagues, and together they called forth the Voidborn. The ritual succeeded, but at a terrible cost. As the Voidborn manifested, Whiston's mind shattered, unable to comprehend the eldritch horror that stood before him. The Voidborn was a twisted, amorphous mass of writhing, pulsing tendrils, its very presence warping reality and sanity. It spoke in a voice that was both ancient and eternal, its words echoing through Whiston's shattered mind like a curse. "You should not have called me," the Voidborn hissed. "Now, you will join me in the void, forever bound to the madness that lies beyond the stars." As the Voidborn reached out with its twisted, ethereal tendrils, Whiston's mind was consumed by an eternal screaming abyss. But in the chaos that followed, something went unnoticed. A small, unassuming device on Whiston's workbench, a device that had been quietly recording the ritual, had transmitted its findings to an unknown recipient. The recipient, a mysterious organization known only as the Omega Initiative 314, received the transmission with great interest. They had been searching for a way to harness the power of the Voidborn, and Whiston's ritual had provided them with the key. As the world slept, unaware of the horror that lurked beyond the stars, the Omega Initiative 314 began to make plans to summon the Voidborn on a global scale. The ritual, they believed, could grant them unimaginable power and control. And so, the stage was set for a catastrophe of cosmic proportions. The Voidborn, once a distant, otherworldly threat, was now poised to become a very real, very present danger. The world was about to be plunged into an abyss of madness, and there was no escape in sight.